Okay.
All right. Are we
Testing,
good?
testing, one, two.
Woo!
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay, I changed my location. I moved to the other side of the room. I don't know.
This has to be it. Come on. Come on, Instagram.
I have no idea. Sometimes I wonder if the echo is the sound bouncing off of the other person's. Like, I don't know. I have no idea what the echo is about.
Yeah, but no, I think I saw my sister. She said it's good. They said it's better. So,
Okay.
by the
'Cause
way, I know we've been talking about my ring, but
can we see the ring, please?
I do want to talk about my other ring that I had no idea Snoopy would be on here. This is what my sister gave me. Talk about love. Being already rich in love, I have the best sister in the world. This is North Star. This is what she calls me, her North Star. And so this is a ring that she gave me. So I got my two little rings.
Oh,
They're my two
yay.
great loves. For my two great loves.
That's nice. That's a really heartfelt, sentimental gift. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, how did you know that Philip was the one?
Whew. There were so many it was so many little things that would happen. I can't, I don't even know if I can answer it like that. I just
Mhm.
know that when we first met each other in person, we met many years ago in college.
Yeah.
But I can't say that we had a relationship because it was always just kind of in passing. But when we actually, so I have to say, when we actually met on our first date, in Malibu, it was just something about our connection, something about him that just let me know I could trust him. So that was like the first thing. I just felt like I can really trust this guy, and we were very open and honest about like really personal things, like on the first date, like almost things you wouldn't want someone to know. But it was just like I feel like for both of us, we were just like, F it. Like we're putting it all out there. You either accept it all or you don't want any of it at all. And we just put it out there. And so that was the first thing, is that I felt like I could trust him. Then, the more I got to know him, it was just like he was a man of principle, and like a man, like he works really hard. And so even though, it's getting a career and going to school, that's not necessarily a spiritual decision, but I just saw just the tenacity of all the schooling that he had to do. I just did like a little appreciation on Doctor's Appreciation Day, all the school that man had to go to become a radiologist. So that let me know something about his character too, and it's not the doctor thing, because I'm sure people were thinking, oh, she's got a doctor. It's not even that, although I'm very proud of him because he worked his ass off for that. But just his focus and tenacity and attention to detail, all of that does correlate into a relationship as well. And so I saw those qualities, and then I saw the way he cared for his parents. His
Mm.
dad passed away early last year, so I never got a chance to meet
Oh,
Papa
I'm sorry.
McDonald. But he literally, the last year of his dad's life, I don't know, I'm getting teary. He
Oh.
took care of him. He took care of his dad. He moved to New York, and he literally took care of his dad, bathed him and did all those things, and just was such a dutiful son. And I believe that there's this verse that says, in the Bible, it's there's a few verses in the Bible where there's a promise. It's like, honor thy father and thy mother, that your days may be long. And so I feel like he's blessed because he loved his parents. He loves his
Mhm.
parents, and the way he loves his mom, and he makes it sure that she's okay and taken care of. His sister as well, his brother and sister. He's got two siblings, and yes, y'all, his brother is fine too. but he's married.
Do
But he's
tell. No, let me
married.
stop. Oh, he
Excited.
married. Boo.
You know, married with a beautiful, beautiful wife. Um, but yeah. So I saw how he treated his family, and then really probably the most defining thing, which I didn't even realize that would be so high, if I'm being really transparent, honest, was his spirituality. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying that that wasn't important to me, but I didn't realize how important it was to me until I came face to face with it and saw that, wow, this guy really loves God, and really, and it wasn't in a weird, corny way, because I'm a church girl all my life, so it's like, church guys, like, I know your drill. I know the number. I know what you say in the name of the Lord. How have people have been manipulated in those environments. So when you're raised in it, it's like whatever.
Yeah.
But he just, to me, the way he lived his life, it was just very practical and very genuine and very even inspiring to me. And so it's interesting that now, looking back at that time, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that God brought him into my life, just because I needed that spiritual,
Mm.
kind of awakening, and also just a spiritual found leadership,
Yeah.
in a relationship. And so, um, there's so many, I could keep going on and on, but those are some of the things that let me know, like, this is not just a guy I'm dating. Like, this is like the guy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. So, first date, I hear a little bit of echo, but I'm just going to keep going, y'all. So, the first date, what was it?
uh, the first date was, he knew I loved the ocean, and so he took me to this restaurant, right on the coast, on in Malibu. And we just talked for hours, and so I'm just looking at the ocean, I'm looking at him, I'm looking at the ocean, I'm looking at him. The food was bomb, the dessert was bomb. I mean, everything was, so it was just perfect. And then we just weren't ready for the date to end, and so we just went to Zuma Beach, which was like up the
Yeah.
road, up on the one. And then we just walked along the coast, and it got serious real fast.
Yeah. 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 Ain't nothing wrong with it, sis. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I was like, you fast, girl, you fast, girl. But yeah, oh yeah, we there
But when
was,
you know, you know. When
yeah,
you know, and there's no such thing. I feel like when it's that special person, there's no such thing as, oh, we moved too fast. Oh, it's this,
yeah,
because it's like time stops when you're with the right person.
exactly. And then it's like it stops. Then it also feels like it goes fast, because we've only been married now 3 months. We've been together total 6 months, and it's just like it feels like we've always been together, because it's just hard to just fathom. So it feels like so much time has happened, but then it's like time does stand still. It's both of those. It's both of those. And another thing that let me know that I really liked him is that I liked him in a pandemic. Because we ain't got nothing to do.
Right, right, right.
Oh,
But
we were
really get to
literally
know each
like
other.
just chilling. That was it. And it was like, I really like just hanging, like going to the pool, and you know, um,
Luxuriating. Finally found somebody that likes to luxuriate just as much as you, right?
yeah, exactly. He likes nice things just like I do. So it's just, that was another thing that let me know, like, yeah, we definitely are vibing. And I can't wait to, even when the world opens up even more, and it's like we're able to do even more, like we haven't even like begun just all that we're going to be able to do together
Yeah.
in each other's lives and lifestyles and everything. So
Right, right. Totally awesome. So rewind. So y'all had the first date. Who crept up in whose DMs? I'm pretty sure it wasn't like that because you said you've known him for a while.
no, but it was, he crept in my DMs, literally. 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 But what's so funny is that he had kind of DM'd me a couple of times before, and I didn't always see it, because at that time, like, it's like when you have so many DMs, and I don't even mean like romantic ones. I mean just business or just
Yeah.
people using that as a form of communication. I just wasn't always seeing them, so it's like now that I look back, I kind of cringe, like, oh my god, how did I ignore him?
Yeah, yeah. Because it happened when it was supposed to. The timing.
Exactly. But I literally just posted yesterday. What's today? Today's Monday. Yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of the Clark sisters
Yeah.
airing, and so I went and found his message to me. He was just like, you did so. I can't remember what he said exactly, but you were great, and the Clark sisters already a pro. And I do remember this. A lot of people, I mean, my phone literally exploded. That was the first time I ever experienced anything like that in my life, where my phone was like possessed, because everybody was of course giving so much congrats, and it was calls, and then on Twitter I was trending. I mean, it was like April 11th was a moment. But for
Yeah.
some reason, so I wasn't able to respond to everybody, but I responded to his. And so I totally like praying hands to him. I was like, thank you so much, praying hands.
You praying hands him. I love that.
I totally praying hands to him. And then, so that was April. And so then I think he might have said one other thing, and he would like my posts from time to time. But then in September of 2020, that's when he was like very direct. He said, I feel like, we would have been friends in another life, and I'm in New York right now. But I'm going to be coming back to LA, and I would love to take you out to lunch, And so I was like, oh my God, I would like that.
Oh my God, I would like that.
I would love
Fillet
that. I
hands
would
with
love
you. I
that.
love
Like I
it.
said, I would love that. Life is so unpredictable. I would love that.
Yo, it's a cliche. This is like a whole cliche right now. I love it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. So that was the DM though. That started it all. And so, to be honest, when he started, I really thought it was on the friend tip. Like,
Mm,
and I think for me, that's what I needed at that time. Just for someone to just not just jump in and be like, "What's
mhm.
up?" It was very subtle, and I needed
Yeah.
that subtlety. And I don't know how he knew I needed that, but I did. But he dropped the friend act almost immediately.
I know that's right.
Like,
Listen.
almost.
Listen.
And I told him, I was like, "Oh, so this isn't just a friend thing." He was like, "No."
I love it. I love it. Let's hear it for Philip being the man that we all need, ladies,
Yeah,
minus this echo.
direct.
Yes, being direct and really like going for yours. When you see something that you want, go for the goal. Don't be scared about it.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
shot his shot and look where it landed him.
Yeah, exactly. And but again, it was literally the perfect storm, and so he had to risk reject rejection, or
Hmm.
just maybe the wrong time, or me just not being interested. I mean, that happens too. It just so happened that it was, because let me tell you something, another thing. My dad, he had seen him on, because I grew up in this faith called Seventh Day Adventist, and so he's a part of that faith as well. So it's kind
Hmm.
of a small world, and so everybody kind of knows each other. We went to this school called Oakwood University, so everybody kind of knows like who the Adventist folk are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my dad happened to see him, because he ended up like maybe liking something. It was like a Father's Day post that I did of my dad, and so he liked his post, and that was him like trying to like kind of get into. But so my dad was like, "Baby, I don't know who this guy is. He's a doctor. He's handsome. I think he's trying to get to you. And I'm like, oh, God, Daddy. I was like, first of all, I already know that guy. I went to school with that guy. No, you know,
Isn't that crazy? Oh my God.
crazy, but wrong time. Wrong time. I was just in a different space.
Yeah,
And on top of it, I hadn't experienced him, all those years later. And he
yeah,
was a really, really great guy back then. It's just, but I was dating someone, and
yeah,
then later on he was dating someone. So it was just the timing was never right.
right.
So it
That's
just
just
it just
beautiful.
happened to be right.
Yeah. So, do you have any? I know you were married before.
Yeah.
Jeez, this damn echo is starting to distract me now. Jeez. Oh my God.
Hey,
I know you were
mommy.
married
My mommy's
before.
on here. Hey, Marmy.
Hey, mama. How you doing,
I-
mama? I know you were married before,
yeah.
but were there any like misconceptions about marriage? Well, the right marriage for you that you had before that since you've been married has completely changed?
Mm, that marriage is backbreaking work because it's not
Mm,
supposed to be backbreaking work. I
yeah.
mean, you want to
Yeah.
get your back broke, but you don't want it to be backbreaking work. So,
I'm reposting that very part that you. That was good, Shalea. That was real good.
that just
That
came to
was
me.
real
That just Oh God, oh God, he's gonna be. Oh goodness. But anyway, I think
This
that
is what the people want, Shalea. Great. This is what the people want.
but yeah, no, I would have to say I think it's almost like working out, like you're um that good hurt when it like when you've been working out and it feels good and you're like sore, but it's
Yeah,
because you're
yeah,
doing something good.
yeah,
You know, as a you know, I just don't see it as just this dutiful
thing.
job
Right.
that I feel like a lot of people think marriage is. And it's sad because there's a lot of great marriages out there, but there's a lot of really bad ones that um, actually discourage you from
Yeah,
getting married.
absolutely.
I was watching, who was I watching? Oh, Kim Whitley was on Daily Pop the other day, and she said, not once have a girlfriend of mine said, you have got to get married. You, you know? It's like, she's like, oh, girl, you gotta try this, you gotta try that, or get this, or buy that. She said, I have not had one girlfriend say, girl, you have got to get married.
That is so
No.
sad.
When you really think about it, though, like,
Yeah.
I don't either. I really haven't gotten that either. Um, and to be honest, I'm not even telling everybody because marriage is not for everyone, you
Right.
know. Um, but I do think when you just find that person that you can, as we said earlier, just be 100% who you are authentically,
Yeah.
and it doesn't take much effort.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, you know, I watch how I talk to my husband, like
As you should,
straight
right.
up. Like I watch how I approach things. I try to use tact. I use kindness and gentleness. Do I have to think about something that I say before I say it? Absolutely.
Right.
And he does the same thing. And he awakens that side in me. So many times we treat strangers better than we treat loved ones because we feel like, oh, the loved ones can just see all our, they just gonna see me. That
Right.
means no effort.
Yeah.
No effort to like actually say something with kindness or warmth or understanding.
Yeah.
Um, and that's not weakness. That's literally you wanting to just protect just every part of the relationship. And so yes, there's things I'm doing very differently this time around. you know,
Mm.
that again, I have learned from previous situationships. and
Because
he's,
that's what they're there for. They're there
yeah,
to
yeah,
teach you what to do, what not to do when the right one does come along.
exactly,
For
exactly,
sure. For sure.
exactly.
So what do you and if these questions some of these questions that I might ask you if they're a little too, if I'm all up in your business a little too much, just let me know. What do
Wait,
you
what about somebody? I remember that at Oakwood, Shalea. You definitely were not in that space back then. What? Who
damn.
is that? Who
Read
thinks
my mind
that?
73. Damn, just blast Shalea. Damn.
Right, right. Oh, you were not in the space. What? What?
I was in whatever space God wanted me to be. And
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, but go ahead. Your question.
um what do you love? Well, my original question, excuse me, that I was gonna ask
Mm-hmm.
was is what do you love the most about Philip? But then I actually want to flip that question and say, what do you love the most about being his wife?
Ooh, oh my gosh, that question just gave me warm fuzzies.
Aw.
I love being his wife because I feel very protected.
Yeah, that's
I
so
feel very
important.
protected. I feel like my heart is protected, my spirit is protected. I feel really cared for. I
Yeah.
feel, just yesterday, he was, we were just talking about some things pertaining to my career, and he was like, I just don't want to be annoying, but just let me know like how I can help and just kind of what you need to, you know, um, to stay focused because I will be the first to admit that I really don't multitask well.
Mm,
So sometimes things just they just kind of get out of control. They kind of snowball out of control. Or sometimes there's something that I'm not attending to that I needed to, and so he's so used to like being able to juggle, and so he's like, just let me know how I can help, and he's just so encouraging. And I think to myself like, where would I be if I had him
yeah.
in my life,
Yeah.
years ago, and that's not to say that I'm, to me, I don't like to speak as if, oh man, I wish, or, regrets, because that's just wasted energy. But
Mm,
it's just an insightful question to say, wow, like the difference between, you know, getting this far and getting this far really can be very, very closely connected to who your partner is, your spouse, your boyfriend, your whatever,
better believe it.
just having somebody in your corner who, A, is going to support you, and B, still hold you accountable, in a way that you like, because you've got people sometimes who want to hold you accountable and you just don't like their, um,
The way
the
they
way
do it,
they
they
do
make
it.
you feel bad. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so I just feel like he's just able to just do all of those things. I have not ever in my life talked about just dreams and goals, just the way I think and the way we talk about things. I've never experienced that in any relationship. And I've had some good ones too, so I'm not, you know, shitting on any past relationship, but I'm just saying that it's a whole nother level now.
Nice, nice. So do you guys plan to have children? I think I heard you saying on your stories that you don't want kids. Is that true?
Don't want
She's
kids.
like, no.
I don't want kids. I don't. I already have my Shea babes. Those are my babies. Those are my kids. Uh, but no. Um, I don't. I will say this: it's not a hard no, but it's not
Uh-huh.
really an energetic yes either. I'll
Yeah.
just say that, and it's really up at the end of the day. I do think it is up to us, but it's also up to God if we do want it too. And so we'll just have to figure it out. I mean, in my family, we're very, very fertile, very fertile in my family. I don't know if I'm going to be the same way, but everybody in my family is like extra, extra fertile.
You
So,
two would make the most beautiful babies.
oh,
Not for nothing, Shalea. I'll be looking at y'all. I'm like, when you first posted him, I was like, I knew. I just had that feeling. Like, you ever just
Really?
look at two people and be like, yo, I just knew it. First of all, y'all look alike. And they always say, I don't know if they, in Caribbean culture, they
Which
always
he is.
say,
Well, he's his both of his parents are Jamaican.
get out of town. Is
Yeah.
he from the Bronx?
He grew up in Mount Vernon.
I was born in Mount Vernon. So that must mean, yeah. So that must mean that he has a brother or a cousin or somebody waiting for me across the street. Like, I'm waiting.
Yes, he's a
I'm
New
waiting.
York. He's a New York boy through and through. Grew up there, the most amazing, community there. When he talks about his childhood, it just sounds so picturesque. All the boys just on the block, just playing all kind of sports.
Yeah. Yeah. So he
Him
must have
walking at
felt
the
it.
pole.
He must have felt it when DMX passed then.
He did. He did.
Yeah.
He did. He
Yeah.
did. He
That
did.
was a major loss for, especially being from Mount Vernon in particular, because that's where DMX was born. So
Yeah.
and I think he moved to Yonkers after that, but that was just like a major like loss for like New York, like for real. I mean the
I
music
know.
industry period, but New Yorkers
Absolutely.
in general, yeah, it was a lot. Definitely.
Absolutely. I felt it, it was
Yeah.
such a beautiful, genuine spirit. But it's funny though that, everybody says we look alike. And I'll be honest, if both of his parents weren't Jamaican, like I have no Jamaican in my family, I would be doing like some type of DNA.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Sorry y'all.
We
I
really
never
look related,
finished.
but it's
Yes,
like
y'all do.
it's there's no family relation because my none of my family on either side is from the islands, and so,
Yeah.
but what's crazy is his baby picture looks almost identical to my mom's baby picture. It's crazy. It's like it's so eerie, and then his mother's picture looks almost identical to my mother's sister's picture. So
I
it's like
can't.
that's why those genes they're in there. That's why we look alike. It's like because literally both of sides of our family, like at least two members of our family, look very much alike.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was no need for ancestry.com because I
I'm
was like,
sorry, y'all. I
you don't
didn't
have
get
any
to finish
Jamaicans.
the.
No, no
Yeah, the
Jamaicans.
original point was that Jamaicans, like they always say, that when you see two people together and they look alike, it usually means that they were meant to be together.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. My
Oh,
grandmother, my mom, my aunts, they always say that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's cute. It's cute. It's like he is my brother. Like that. I love that song by Close to Me, you like my mother. Close to like
You
it
like
feels
my father, yeah.
family. When you can be
Yeah.
every joke and we're silly like brother and sister. We got that. We
Yeah.
got that Cersei Game of Thrones kind of love. Anybody who watched Game of Thrones, they know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you're lost. But sorry,
If you know,
my
you
Game of
know.
Thrones fans.
Nice. So, what was it like when you first met his mom?
I met her during a pandemic, and so it was the whole mask vibe. So I didn't
Yeah.
really feel like I could like hug her and
Yeah.
just show affection the way I'm used to. So I went there for Thanksgiving, and it was really really sweet. She welcomed me with such open arms, and so did his siblings, his brother and his sister. They all came and met me, and it was sweet. But she that Philip is definitely her pride and joy, and mothers have this connection with their sons. It's a whole different
Yeah.
vibe, the way that fathers are with their daughters. And so I definitely know it's like that's the queen.
Yeah.
That is
Absolutely.
the queen. But she definitely has embraced me too. Yeah.
Awesome. So awesome. So,
And she's
proposal.
one more little thing. She's so cute. She watches all my videos, all my music videos. like on YouTube, and she sends them to her friends, and then she'll always tell me, Shay, I'm practicing to go on tour with you. So it's so cute. She's so adorable. I just love her. She's got such a spunky, spicy, personality. She tells like really funny jokes that are like on the edge.
Uh-huh.
Like
She's Jamaican. I know all
just my
about it.
kind of girl,
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I love
yeah.
it. I do love it. Yeah.
That's what's up. So wait, before I even move, I was gonna start asking you about the proposal, but can Philip cook?
We don't cook. Neither of us do.
Okay, all right. Because I was gonna get
Yeah,
ready to
and
ask, what's the eating with the Jamaican food and stuff like that, or the cooking of it, I should say.
I will say this. I will say this. I have the ability to cook, but he very clearly told me. This is literally what he told me. He said, "I don't want you to cook at all. I just want us to. I want the time that it would take for you to cook. I would rather you be next to me." That's what he told
Th-
me.
okay,
So
we need to
I'm
clone
just going
Philip.
on the Lord. Who am I? Who am I to refute the man of God who said, I don't want you in the kitchen to cook or clean. Like, I want that time here with me. We will order, we go out, sometimes I will do a few little things here and there, but no, he made it very clear. He's like, all that time it takes, no. I would rather you be all up in here. So that's what we do.
I like Philip even more now. Absolutely. I'm loving my
Did
brother
he did he
here.
not just go up a little bit?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I cannot. So wait, when you went to his house for Thanksgiving, did you have any Jamaican food?
Well, you remember I'm vegan.
Oh yes, that's
I'm vegan,
right.
so there was no food for me.
Okay. Is he vegan?
No, he's not. He's not. I mean, he eats a lot of vegan food with me.
Okay.
He's vegan adjacent, but
Okay.
but no, he just had some lamb yesterday.
Okay.
So they love their lamb.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so yeah, he does eat. He eats meat too.
Okay, got it. So the proposal. Did you know it was coming?
Okay, this is another thing. There was no proposal. There was no proposal.
Really?
No, there was no proposal. To where it was like a moment. Like this literally was we were just talking, and it was such a natural progression. The morning of our wedding, that we knew when we were getting married, obviously, you know, I looked at him and I said, "Would you marry me?" He said, "Yes." He said, "Would you marry me?" And I said, "Yes." And that was our proposal. And we got married later on that day. Like I did. This was a proposal. this was
Oh
it. It was,
my
this was
gosh.
a presenting. It was for the first time, there was no need to perform. And I'm not putting down the big proposals. I'm not putting down those huge weddings, but many times it's for people. It's
Yeah,
to be able to have this incredible story to tell, and it's like to impress other people.
that's true.
I told him, I said, I don't want none of that. I don't want this. I'm doing things differently. This is about me and you. The only person you need to impress is me, and you already did.
Okay.
You already did. And
Wow.
I just didn't want any of that. And even with the wedding, which was kind of, you know, you guys know I love my family. I love my
Yeah.
family. My mommy, my sister, my dad, my cousins. I just wanted it to be the two of us. And even looking now in retrospect, even how things are opening up, I would have
Yeah.
done it the exact same way. Because again, there was no need to perform. It was like literally me, him, and God. That was it. That was it. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody up in that marriage except the two of you. Even your family who you love, and of course they're there for support and for prayers, and we appreciate all of that. But when it really gets to the nitty gritty, it's just me and him, me, him,
Yeah.
and God. And so I really wanted it to reflect that. Our day was so beautiful. It was we went right back to Malibu, in this beautiful mansion in Malibu. But it was just us, and there was nobody, you know feeling the need to impress, and making sure this person is comfortable, doesn't sit next. We didn't even think about any of that. Like
Right.
our day is not for you.
Okay.
Our day is for us.
Right.
It's for
Right.
us only. And to me, we started off, to me, on the right foot, with the right mindset, that it's me and him. It's me and him, you know. And I will say, I did not have that before, and not so much that, the person wasn't wanting that, but, when you're so close to your family, sometimes you don't even realize that you're, you really needed to make space for just the two of you. And so I feel like that's what I'm able to do this time around. And my family is 1,000% in support. They were all so happy. We all, we FaceTimed everybody like immediately after, and of course they were able to see the video, but no, they loved it. They respected it, and they loved the decision as well.
Nice. Very,
Yeah.
very nice. That's what's up. Can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me
Yes.
okay?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That is awesome. I absolutely loved everything about it. Like the video, how you surprised us all. It was just, when you posted it, I was like, oh my God, Sheree got married. I was literally screaming. I was like, yes, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
It
And
was
he
really
pushed for
beautiful.
that. I have to say, he pushed for that date. Because we were kind of looking at a few dates. There were, but he was like, I really want it to be the 31st. I want every year for the world to celebrate what we have, like the fireworks
Ooh,
every year. So I just want it to be a literal celebration every year of what God did for us. I love
yes.
that.
You absolutely deserve the best. Let me ask you this. Did you make a list of the qualities that you wanted in a man, whether it be like now or like long time ago, or are you into stuff like that?
I will say this. I didn't have a list. I didn't
Okay.
have a list, but there was a time that it definitely was 2020, you know, maybe late 2019 going into 2020. And I remember thinking, I don't want someone right now. I don't want someone right now. I actually said that I don't want someone right now.
Yeah.
But I was looking around, I was like, these niggas ain't shit. Like, what happens when I really do
Where's
want?
my horn when I need it?
I
I
was
would have
like, what's
sounded
gonna
my
what's
horn just now. Oh my God.
I was like, so what's gonna happen when I do though? What's gonna so I just remember thinking like,
Listen.
I'm cool now, but what happens when I really do want somebody? And so I remember saying to myself and to God, it was kind of an affirmation. I said, God, when I'm ready for the right person, I want them to be, and I did. It's funny. I kind of forgot about it until you just mentioned it, and I did. I mentioned the things that I wanted. I wanted them to be able to exist in my career, to be able to challenge me, um, because that's the thing. A lot of people look at, yeah, as I've said in our first interview, I'm a boss. I'm a
Right.
boss. It takes a very specific kind of man to be comfortable in all of this bossiness. Like, and I,
Right. And ain't nothing wrong with it. Right.
I'm halfway joking, but I'm dead serious. You
No,
know,
dead ass for real.
because a
Right there
lot
with
of
you.
times, guys think they want someone like this or that or whatever, and then they
Yep.
get into that situation and they realize that they're uncomfortable,
Yep.
with their success. They are, uncomfortable with, always being on the sidelines waiting for her to take pictures or sign
Yep.
autographs or do all that, and they in the corner pouting. And it's like, I was like, I can't do that. I can't
Yep.
do that. I can't have that. I can't be trying to worry about this, and it's already a lot
Yep.
going on with what I do. So that
Yep.
I can't have. I can't have. And so
Yep.
I do remember saying, God, when I am ready, I do want someone, and I listed those qualities. And it wasn't even something that I didn't want it, but I did realize that there was going to come a time where I would.
Yeah.
So I just said, when the time is right, only you know when that time is, but I want this, this, you know.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
don't know if saying it out loud, I was married by the end of the year, which is kind of weird and eerie, but, you know, I don't know. I don't know if it would have happened anyway. Who knows? I mean, I think
Yeah.
I was doing the work, period, whether or not I said those affirmations or not. I do want to make it clear, like, sometimes women and men too, but a lot of times women, it's just like you want to figure out what was the prayer, what was Sierra's prayer, what was, it's
Right.
really not about that. It's really about making sure that you are healthy and you are whole and you have, resolved some uh, past hurts,
Yep.
healed some past wounds.
Right.
Because if that don't heal,
Yep.
uh, a million, who's Sierra's man? What's his name? What's it? That? What am I thinking?
Who?
What's Sierra's husband's name? Russell. A million
Russell. Mm-hmm.
Russells with a million private jets and all
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. You won't even enjoy it
Right.
because there's something in you that's not whole. And so we think that we're looking at all that she's experiencing and we're like, I want that. But it wasn't simple as, okay, hocus pocus abracadabra, say this prayer, say this incantation or whatever, and voila, your moon appears.
Right.
To me, it just doesn't work that way. I feel
Right.
like I was doing my own personal work, whether or not I met the man of my dreams or not. And by God's grace, I just happened to meet him. And when he
Yeah.
did come, I was ready for him.
Oh my God, that's so crazy that you just said that keyword ready, because that's what I was going to ask you next. How did Shalea know that Shalea was ready?
Mm,
Because this is a huge step. Marriage is this ain't no, oh, I'm gonna change my hair weave, or I'm gonna change, the way I dress.
yeah,
This is a
yeah,
big deal.
yeah.
So how did you
Um,
know that you were ready?
I'm thinking about how honest I'm going to be right now. um, I am a very loving, um, affectionate, open person.
Yeah,
And I'm like that with women, and I'm also like that with men.
right.
And so even in non-romantic relationships, like I'm just like that. And so what happens is sometimes when you're like that, you don't always have the best boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have not always been great at boundaries. With Philip, for the first time, um, I was like, I am protecting this thing. I
Yeah.
was like, I need to. it was just a whole nother version of me, kind of
Yeah.
like just kind of came, and it didn't make me any less kind. But also in this industry, I know I'm kind of all over the place. I'm not really
Mm-mm.
explaining because I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to like,
Yeah. No,
you
you're
know.
doing fine.
But in our industry, lines are very blurry.
For
You know,
sure.
lines are very blurry.
Absolutely.
Also, when you're creating some music, also just very specifically creating music, you know, defenses are down because you're
Yeah.
literally creating something out of nothing. And so you can really bond really closely with someone just from creating with them. And so, you
Hmm.
know, I have been living my life very free because I could. And so you have to develop new habits for a new relationship. So I
Yeah.
had to now still exist in this industry to where I'm used to being open, free, all that loving, all this stuff I was talking about. But now it's like there's a level of appropriateness and just protection that I needed to implement. And so I remember the first time I weed someone.
Weed. Wait,
Or
wait.
I weed or used him. And it was someone
Oh.
and I said, instead of saying, keep in touch with me, I said, keep in touch with us. And I had never, I know this is, might be bad, especially since I was married before, but I had never used somebody, ever. You know, but it was like I'm no longer kind of like existing as a unit. It's like it's us now. It's us. So I straight up us too. I was like, bitch, you really married me. Like,
Girl.
oh, that's what we doing now. Oh, we us niggas now. Like,
We
oh.
using the fuck out of niggas now. Oh, Shalea. Love every minute of it. Oh.
So to me, that's what let me know, like, okay, I actually want to do this.
Yeah.
You know, like this is not something that I have to do because I gotta, you know. It's like no, this is how we roll now. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Did you have to make did you have to make any huge adjustments to like your life? Being that it's a whole like you just said, it's not just me, it's us. Did you have to make any huge adjustments? Or was it easy for you to because it seems like from this conversation, it just seems like you and Philip are easy.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
It
not
is.
complicated. It just makes
It's not.
sense.
And you know, and I will say we're 6 months in, and so you know we will continue to evolve and to ask the hard questions. What I love so much about us is that we're not afraid to have the hard conversations, and we had the hard conversation on date one. You know, so we
Mm.
just were, and I don't recommend everybody do that, but it was just a moment where we both felt very very safe to
Yeah.
be extremely vulnerable. But so I feel like I'm enjoying marriage so much is because I didn't um, I didn't have to make any changes because there's
Yeah.
pretty much everything about me he naturally loves. That doesn't mean that that's a good or bad thing that I'm just so great because to someone else, you know, it could be where, you know what, I don't really care for this.
Right.
And that is totally fine. But for Philip, he likes that
Yeah.
quality or he likes this quality, he likes that quality. So there really isn't anything about me that he's like, you know, I don't really care for that. You know, it just really isn't. And to be honest, it's vice versa. There's really nothing about him that I'm just like, ugh, I don't really like that. You know, we just don't have that. You know,
Yeah.
you know, do I get tired and hungry sometimes and get a little quiet? Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he'll go give me food.
Yeah. Oh, this is
And
I just
you
love
know,
this.
So it's not it doesn't feel like, oh my goodness, I had to make this huge shift in who
Mm-hmm.
Shalea is now. I did not feel that, and he didn't feel that way, and I think that's why we're so happy, is that for once we get to be exactly who we are, and it just so happens to be celebrated in the other, and they want to celebrate. It's not putting it on. It's just like, I just naturally celebrate. He'll tell me all the time, he was like, baby, I just love how how you lift me up, and how you celebrate me, how you affirm me, how you're always like lifting me up. And I'm like, I know. I said, but honestly, I'm just saying what I truly genuinely feel. Like, this isn't me like saying, okay, time to praise your man, come on, let's
Right.
it doesn't feel that way. It's just,
Right.
I look at a situation, or I look at him or whatever, and I just speak from my heart, and it just so happens to be high praise, because that's just what I think
Right.
about him, and he
Right.
does this, and he does the same. So it's just, it's just really sweet.
I love it, Shalea. I love it, Shalea McDonald. So
Shalea
beautiful.
Melody McDonald.
Shalea Melody McDonald.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. And you are glowing. You are wearing marriage very well. Before I let you go, because I know we could sit here and talk forever.
I know.
But I do want to ask you, how do you feel? Because we kind of touched on it before we got disconnected with the, Wi-Fi and such. But how do you
Yeah.
feel about hashtag relationship goals?
Mm.
How do you feel about people putting other people's relationships on a pedestal and saying
It's funny
relationship
because
goals?
I literally did a post about that.
Yeah.
Um, I can't remember when it was, but it was
It was
somewhere.
recently I saw it. That's why I wanted to ask you about it.
Yeah, yeah, because we have no idea what is going on behind
Yeah.
closed doors. And I think we're seeing that more so than ever, especially now with social media, where everybody's relationships are so public,
Right.
and so when it's going good, it's public, and then when it's a fallout, it's extremely public as well. And we know too much information about what was going on, and
Mm-hmm.
who repoed this, and who hit who, and all that, crazy,
Jeez.
and so I think it's it's a reminder when those kind of situations happen. And this is what I said in my post. I said, you know, you can't compare yourself or your relationship to anybody except yourselves, what you want.
Right.
Because you may think that you want this, and this looks good, and they look like this. And I even said, like, just because two people take cute pictures on Instagram don't mean that's relationship goals. Like, please don't get it twisted. Even with me gushing over my husband, who is one of the greatest blessings of my life, I can absolutely say that. Still don't make us your relationship goals.
Right.
Still saying that, even everything that I've said and how I feel about him, and I feel so safe and secure. Yeah, we do got a good thing, but we got a good thing.
Right.
Like,
Right.
don't look at our we. And so you just have to get out of the habit of comparing. And I know that social media it makes it very difficult, because not only are we comparing relationships, we're comparing bodies, we're comparing careers, we're comparing, products, we're comparing everything. And
Yep.
so of course relationships is no different. We're saying, okay, all right, I might not have this, but I'm better than this. You ain't got no idea what that is, or even
Right.
looks and bodies, or she may have this, but I got. You have no idea what work somebody has done,
Exactly.
or altering the picture, honey, Facetune,
Listen.
all of that. So
Facetune. Yes. I've
tune
been
it
seeing
up,
a lot of them
Facetune,
ads for that app.
Facetune 1 and 2.
Listen.
I think we just have to just stop comparing. I can't think of the verse that that Philip talks about, but it's something that has to do with that. It's just, you know, just compare yourself just to God, to what you think God wants of you. Don't look at someone else and say, you know, I either have more than this person or I don't have enough. I feel like both of those are are detrimental and just
Yep.
not healthy mindsets to have,
Right.
because you're not better than anyone, and have a honey, have a little humility because you may think that you're riding high one day and the next you are not.
The facts.
So don't get so comfortable. Even in this relationship, I'm not like just comfortable in this relationship, like, oh no, I recognize every day this is a blessing that I have to put effort and time and attention and
Right.
into, and it's something that I want to do, but it's
Right.
never something that you just take for granted and think that this is always going to be there you
Right.
know so I just would say, I know I'm kind of going a long way around it, but I say cancel the relationship goals hashtag, because you really don't know. Can't cancel body goals, cancel all of that,
Word.
because you don't know what that person is doing, to get this desired look or effect on social media. And
Well
I'm not
said.
and I'm
Very
not
well said.
downing anybody. I'm not in any way saying don't put your best foot forward, you know. Um, but that's my business. How that, and that's their business. How they portray themselves and how they want to be portrayed. That's their control and that's their business. But don't put yourself down or put yourself up based on what you
Right.
see.
Right.
Period.
That was well said, Mrs. McDonald. I love it. That was very well said, girlfriend. Look, we have to do a toast.
We
Do
had
you
to do,
have
and I
your
will say his
cocktail?
one little flaw is that he forgot to tell me that he broke my little champagne.
Oops.
So we're
Mr.
gonna have to get that
McDonald.
picture ahead today. Okay.
All good. At least you got something. At least you got something. I'm sipping on my Mozart. Let me just shout out Mozart chocolate liqueur real quick. It's an
Ooh.
Austrian liqueur. Shalay, I still got to send you some.
Yes,
Just so you can take a
please.
little sip, little sippy sip.
I'll take a little sippy sip. Yes.
When we get off of this call, you have to give me a mailing address so I can send you out some goodies, please.
And also, I want to say congrats on your lip, girl. The lips are
That
popping.
that too, Shalay. I gotta
Yes.
send
Let's
you some
let's talk about
lipstick.
it. Talk about it.
Yes, Pretty Smack. I launched it on Valentine's Day. So it's
Amazing.
barely 2 months old. It's doing very good. People seem to really love it. It's long lasting. It's only 10 matte liquid lip colors right now. However, I'm going to be expanding the line. It's just going to be a lip line, all things lips.
Love it. I'm
Thank
loving that
you.
lip color you got on now, girl. That's cute.
Thank you. This one's called Sophisticated. I have a nude. It's called Ladylike. I'm gonna send you all the damn colors. I'm gonna send you a whole big basket.
Round of applause.
I'm going to send you every color. Yes.
I
So you
love
can
it.
just, dibble and dabble. Because it's really, not because it's my product, but it really is a really great lipstick. I think
Yeah.
I hit the ground running on this one.
Yay. I'm
Yeah,
happy for you. I'm
definitely.
so proud of
Thank you.
you.
Thank you so much. I'm trying to work hard, girl.
Girl.
Trying to do something with my life.
Oh,
Trying to
you
do
doing
something.
plenty. But we gotta diversify. That's the
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Put your neighbor and say diversify.
Right. Diversify. Oh, I'm gonna teach you some patois so you can use some patois on Philip and surprise him.
Okay. Okay. I love it. I love it. Okay, so what are we toasting?
What are we toasting to? Okay, so I want to toast to your new chapter,
Mm-hmm.
that this marriage is forever,
Hmm.
forever and a day. I hope that you and Philip continue to grow together, to love each other more and more every day.
Hmm.
I and just a million and one blessings on your marriage. and on your
Mm,
career, his career, just growing together and just making that bond stronger and stronger each day.
I love it.
That's
Thank
to
you,
you.
sis. Love you.
You're welcome. Love
Cheers.
you more.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm.
Y'all go pick up some Mozart, please.
Oh, wait, I got a
Mm.
toast to you. You drink
Oh
all you
wait,
know.
I could pour some more, girl. Hold
Okay.
on. Hold on. I'm gonna pour some more. I got more.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't realize you wanted to do a toast too, but okay, wait.
I
All
do.
right, I poured some
I
more.
want to do a toast to you. So with my dad's old fashioned orange cream soda, which I do love. Just
Okay.
FYI, it's not still very festive to me. Um, I would like to toast to you. Um, Realizing all of your power, embracing your grace and your tenderness while still existing in your power. Um, I'm not sure. You said you were looking, but I feel like when the time is right, that boss that can handle a queen and all of her power, that you will be able to show all of those sides of who you are, um, freely, without second guessing, without trying to figure out if it's authentic. That it'll be so clear, so clear what you're dealing with, that your business ventures will continue to skyrocket, and you will find even new ways to express yourself in all of your gifts and all of your business minded ventures, that all of that will go to new levels. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
Cheers.
you, Shalaya. Cheers again. We did a double cheers. That was so beautiful. I felt like God was in the midst of all that.
Oh,
Thank you
my
so
girl.
much.
I
I
just love
appreciate that.
talking to you. I really
I
do. It's
know,
like
right?
it's
Somebody said
just
on the in the comments, this is like a FaceTime call. This is not no interview. It's never an interview with me and Shalaya. It's not. This is two homegirls catching up.
I know, and you guys
For
get to come
sure.
along for the ride. Well, thank
For
you. I just
sure.
want to give a shout out to my Shade Babes, who are always so loving and always so supportive, who are always here. My Marmy and my sister who are here. Um, they not only give their love to me, but to everybody that I love, including you. You definitely
Yay.
are the auntie now. I be seeing them. So,
Girl, am I an auntie? Am I? Yeah. Yeah. Big auntie
so
for real.
So yellow hearts to all my Shea babes. I love you guys
Yay.
endlessly, and thank you for just your unconditional love that you give me.
Absolutely. Shalaya, I'm gonna check in again in another 6 months. But we can't wait 6 months. Like off the presses. Like off the presses.
I
We
know.
gotta, hook up. I'm definitely gonna send you some Mozart. Definitely sending you some lipstick.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I can't wait.
And you're gonna like it. No, you're gonna love it. You're
I
gonna love
know
it.
I am. I know I am. I know I am. Well, I love you. I'm so proud of
I
you.
love you
Always so
more.
good to connect with you. And girl,
Likewise.
2021, we doing it. We
Yes,
doing
we
it.
all.
2020 was like through the fire. We're coming out of this, as the clocks used to say, pure gold.
Right. That part. That
Yeah.
freaking part. Well,
Yes.
you enjoy the rest of your evening while the sun is still up over there in LA. I love it.
Yes, yes. We got about 30 more minutes, or 20 more minutes, 20, 30 minutes. Yeah. So,
Yes. So go ahead and enjoy
all
that
right, my love.
sunshine. And thank you so much. I
Mwah.
love you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Love you. Love you
All
guys.
right.
Thank you. Mwah.
Bye, guys.